What's up?
Buenos dias, amigos. Today I'm going to take the time to read some Dr. Seuss because his birthday is coming up real quickly, like maybe tomorrow, Tuesday. So I'm going to start out with the one called Util the Turtle by Dr. Seuss. I just love this story. I think it is a cool story. If I could ever find the beginning of it. Here we go. Util the Turtle. On a faraway island of Solomon Sound, Util the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need. They were all quite happy. Quite happy indeed. They were, until Util, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. I'm ruler, said Util, of all that I see, but I don't see enough. That's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher, he said with a frown. If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be. What a king! I'd be ruler of all that I see. So Util the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Util the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on another's one's back, and he piled them all up in a 9 turtle stack. And then Util climbed up. He sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view! He could see most of a mile. All mine, Util cried. Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a horse, and what's more beyond that? I'm king of a blueberry bush with a cat. I'm Util the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am ruler of all that I see. And all through that morning he sat there up high, saying over and over, a great king am I, until long about noon, then he heard a faint sigh. What's that? Snapped the king, and he looked down the stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac. Just a part of his throne, and this plain little turtle looked up and he said, beg your pardon, King Util. I've pains in my back and my shoulders and knees. How long must we stand here? Your Majesty, please. Silence! The king of the turtles barked back. I'm king, and you're only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and a bush, and a cat, and that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher, his royal voice thundered, so pile up more turtles. I want about 200. Turtles, more turtles, he bellowed and brayed, and the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swimming by dozens, whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins, and all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac, one after another, as they climbed up the stack. Then Util the Turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. Hooray! Shouted Util. I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds, and I'm king of the bees. I'm king of the butterflies. Why, I'm king of the air. Ah me, what a throne! What a wonderful chair! I'm Util the Turtle. Oh, marvelous me! For I am the ruler of all that I see. Then again from below in the great heavy stack came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you're seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it. Our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We're starving, groaned Mac. You hush up your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You've no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land, over sea. There's nothing, no nothing, that's higher than me. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise, up over his head in the darkening skies. Hey, what's that? Shouted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the King? I shall not allow it. I'll go still higher. I'll build my throne higher. I can and I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. But as Util the Turtle King lifted his hand and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he had taken enough, and he had. And that plain little lad got a little bit mad, and that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped, and his burp shook the throne of the king. And Util the Turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule. Well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Util, the king of all Salamasan, fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud, and that is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as turtles and maybe all creatures should be. Well, I hope you guys like that one. That's one of my favorite Dr. Seuss. That guy was an incredible writer. And I got one here. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do Fox in Socks by Dr. Seuss. I'll probably get myself in trouble here. This is kind of a tongue twister. Fox, socks, box, knocks. Okay. Knocks in box and fox in socks. Knocks on fox and socks in box. Socks on knocks and knocks in box. Fox in socks on box on knocks. Chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Knoxer, let's do tricks with bricks and blocks, sir. Let's do tricks with chicks and clocks, sir. First, I'll make a quick trick brick stack. Then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack. You can make a quick trick clock stack. I just barely got through that one. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox. Socks on chicks and chicks on fox. Fox on clocks on bricks and blocks. Bricks and blocks on knocks on box. Now we come to ticks and tocks, sir. Try to say this, Mr. Knoxer. Clocks on fox tick, clocks on knocks talk. Sick bricks tick, sick chicks talk. Please, sir, I don't like this trick, sir. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks, sir, mixed up with the chicks and tocks, sir. I can't do it, Mr. Fox, sir. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Knox, sir. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, two socks, whose socks, Sue's socks. Who sews whose socks? Sue sews Sue's socks. Who sees who Sue? So, who, oh, brother, got me. Whose new socks, sir? You see Sue sew Sue's new socks, sir. That's not easy, Mr. Fox, sir. Who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe Crow comes. Who sews Crow's clothes? Sue sews Crow's clothes. Slow Joe Crow sews whose clothes? Sue's clothes. Sue sews socks of fox in socks now. Slow Joe Crow sews knocks in box now. Sue sews rose on Slow Joe's clothes. Fox sews hose on Slow Joe Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose grows, nose hose goes some. Crow's rose grows some. Phew, that one was hard to get through. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Sox, sir, what a shame, sir. We'll find something new to do now. Here's lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey gooey, blue goo, new goo, gluey gluey. Gooey goo for chewing, chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo too, sir? If, sir, you, sir, choose to chew, sir, with the goo goose chew, sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, sir, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Well, very well, sir. Step this way. We'll find another game to play. Bim comes, Ben comes. Bim brings Ben broom. Ben brings Bim broom. Ben bends Bim's broom. Bim bends Ben's broom. Bim's bends Ben's bends. And Ben's bent broom breaks. Bim's bent broom breaks. Ben's band, Bim's band, big bands, pig bands. Bim and Ben lead bands with brooms. Ben's band bangs and Bim's band brooms. Pig band, boom band, big band, broom band. My poor mouth can't say that. No, sir, my poor mouth is much too slow, sir. Well then, bring your mouth this way. I'll find it something that it can say. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's ducks likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luke's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks and lakes Luke's Luck lake likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lake ducks likes. I can't blab such blibber blobber. My tongue isn't made of rubber. Mr. Knox, now come on. Now come now. You don't have to be so dumb now. Try to say this, Mr. Knox, please. Through 3 cheese trees, 3 free fleas flew. While those fleas flew, freezy breeze blew. Freezy breeze made those 3 trees freeze. I'm not making it. Freezy trees made those trees cheese freeze. That's what made these 3 free fleas sneeze. Phew. Let's see. Oh, I know there's a page here. It's stuck together for some reason. Ah, here it comes. Here it comes. Maybe. There we go. Stop it. Stop it. That's enough, sir. I can't say such silly stuff, sir. Very well then, Mr. Knox, sir. Let's have a little talk about Tweedlebeetles. What do you know about Tweedlebeetles? Well, when Tweedlebeetles fight, it's called a Tweedlebeetle battle. And when they battle in a puddle, it's called a Tweedlebeetle puddle battle. And when Tweedlebeetles battle with paddles in a puddle, they call it a Tweedlebeetle puddle paddle battle. And When beetles battle beetles in a puddle paddle battle, and the battle puddle is a puddle in a bottle, they call this a tweedle beetle puddle bottle puddle paddle battle muddle, and kind of messed that one up too. And when beetles fight those battles in a bottle with their paddles, and the battle's on a poodle, and the poodle's eating noodles, and they call this a muddle, puddle, tweedle, poodle, beetle, boodle, doodle, bottle, paddle, battle, and when a fox is in the bottle where the tweedle beetles battle with their paddles in a puddle on a noodle-eating poodle, this is what they call a tweedle beetle noodle poodle bottled paddled muddled duddled fuddled wuddled fox and socks, sir. Fox and socks, our game is done, sir. Thank you for a lot of fun, sir. And that is the end. Woo! And now I just now noticed it says right here that I'm not going to make it through this tongue twister. And you know what? They were right. I didn't. I should have listened to that. Okay, I got another one here by Dr.Suess. It's called Oh, the Thinks You Can Think. Oh, the Thinks You Can Think. You can think up some birds. That's what you can do. You can think about yellow or think about blue. You can think about red. You can think about pink. You can think about a horse. Oh, the things you can think. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. If you try, you can think up a guff going by. And you don't have to stop. You can think about slop. Slop, slop, beautiful slop with a cherry on top. You can think about gloves. You can think about snubs. You can think a long time about snubs and their gloves. You can think about Kitty O'Sullivan Krause and her big balloon swimming pool over her house. Oh, that would be cool, wouldn't it? A little scary, but kind of cool. Think of a black water. Think of up a white sky. Think up a boat with think of blogs blowing by. You can think about night. A night and a nap. The birds are asleep and 3 moons are up. You can think about day. A day and a dake. The water is blue and the birds are awake. Think and wonder. Wonder and think. How much water can 55 elephants drink? That'd be a good question on a math test, wouldn't it? You can wonder, how long is the tail of a zong? There are so many things that a thinker can think. Would you dare to yank a tooth of the rinker-rink-fink? And what would you do if you met a Jimbo? Ooh. I love all these characters that Dr.Suess makes up. It's cool. Oh, the things you can think. Think of Peter the postman who crosses the ice once every day and on Saturdays twice. Think. Oh, you can think anything that you wish. Think a race on a horse on a ball with a fish. Think of light, think of bright, think of stars in the night. Think up a ship, think up a long trip, Go visit the Vipera, Vipera, Vip. And left, think of left, and think about Beft. Why is it that Beft always goes to the left? And why is it so many things go to the right? You can think about that until Saturday night. Think left and think right and think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try. And that's the end of that story. Okay, I'm looking at the time. I got about one more book in me here before I have to get off. So there's a Wocket in My Pocket by Dr.Suess. A Wocket in My Pocket. Did you ever have the feeling that there's a wasket in your basket? A wasket. Or a bureau in your bureau? Or a wusset in your closet? Whoa. That's what I love about Dr. Seuss. He's so clever of making up these different characters. Sometimes I feel quite certain there's a jerkin in the curtain. Oh, a jerkin in the curtain. Sometimes I have the feeling there's a zlock behind the clock. Oh. And that Zelf is up on that shelf. I have talked to him myself. Oh, that'd be kind of scary. That's the kind of house I live in. There's a nink in the sink, and a zamp in the lamp, and they're rather nice, I think. Some of them are very friendly, like the yacht in the pot. But that yodel in the bottle, some are friendly, some are not. I like the Zabel at the table and the Jair under the chair. But that Bofa on the sofa, well, I wish he wasn't there. I'm kind of hoping my cameraman is paying attention because I'm about to run out of book here. And I can hear it in the background talking to somebody. All those nubbers in the cupboards, they're good fun to have about. But that Noothkrush on my toothbrush, him I could do without. Yeah, I wouldn't want to brush my teeth either with that sitting on it. And the only one I'm really scared of is that Vug under the rug. I think we got one of those. And that Quimney up the chimney, I don't like him, not at all. And it makes me sort of nervous when the Zal shoots down the hall. But the Yeps on the steps, they're great fun to have around, and so are many, many other friends that I have found. Like the Teller and the Neller and the Geller and the Deller and the Beller and the Weller and the Zeller in the cellar. Ooh. No wonder my grandkids don't like going down my basement. Ah. And the Gleamling on the ceiling and the Zower in my shower. Ah. And the Zillow on my pillow. I don't care if you believe it. That's the kind of house I live in. And I hope we never leave it. Well, there you go, guys. That's my tribute to Dr. Seuss. Oh, I got a little visitor here. Maybe you'd like to see this little puppy. Its name is Oakley, after the famous Annie Oakley. It's a little girl. It's a what do you call this?
Australian Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd, thank you. I had a brain lock right there. She's looking right at you guys, saying hello.
She belongs to our grandchildren.
Yeah, she lives right next door to me at my granddaughter's and grandson's house. They all live over there. Okay, guys, until later, adios. Remember, wash your hands, social distance, and wear that mask. Oh, and great news. I don't know if I told you or not. Grandma Gundy and I, we got our shots, our first shots, and we're going to get our second ones about a week from now. So take care. We'll see you later. Adios.